Okay. Hi. This is Marisa and Liz here, and we are going to be talking about our holiday. Well, I guess we called it a make and take, but it's really a take and make.
Take and make.
Yes. And it, but we had already gotten too deep into the name to be able to
2020 has caused us to rename a lot of
Rename
programs
a lot
that
of
were never
things.
intended to be renamed. But
Thank you. Yes, my sweater, there's a story, which we'll
get to that.
get to the story about the sweater. So I'm Marisa, and this is...
And I'm Liz.
Liz, and you may have seen us throughout the pandemic with our mask videos.
Masks, and
What else did we do?
we did a
the
little
make and
hand
take.
sewn heart in a
Oh,
hoop,
right.
and our flag banners.
Oh, our flag banners. Yes, yeah. So we've always been at home doing it, and this time we thought it would be fun to actually be together live doing this little video for you. So for those of you who are local and come to Pennington Quilt Works, or have come in the past, you know that every October we do a make and take holiday party. We have an open house where we display all of our holiday quilts, like this one here. And this year we weren't able to do that. So last week we had the video that we recorded of all of our holiday
All our projects.
And then we thought we would do a make and take, or a take and make kind of display, description, like presentation about our holiday projects. And I just wanted to talk briefly, again, for those who aren't local, is that we have been doing this make and take for a long time. And actually the first one I went to was in the other location down the street here on 31. This is long before you.
That was before
It
my
predates you.
time.
And I think it was a little flip and turn coaster. Some of you may remember. And we've done zippered pouches and drawstring pouches. And the whole idea was little projects that you could come in, make with us, maybe buy a kit to go home and make more of them, or kind of hang out, have a little coffee, or maybe a little
We had cookies and punch.
So we really spent a lot of time this summer thinking about this project, and we didn't want to not do it because we feel like, and I think that many of you will agree, that we have to mark time. We can't just go through 2020 like it's a blob, that it has been. But we wanted to mark the holiday, try to keep something consistent with the store. And so we started thinking this summer about what kind of project we wanted to do. And we wanted it to be something smaller, something that you could do at home, either with a family member or friends. You could do over Zoom, and then it could be something you keep for yourself or that you gift. We wanted one project that could be handwork and one project to do on a machine, but we wanted them to be related to each other.
Has to have a theme.
And so early in the pandemic, we did the
heart in the 4-inch hoop embroidery
4-inch hoop.
project.
And then we've been working with Nicole Vogelsinger, who's been doing hoop art. And we've been seeing a lot of cross-stitch and foundation paper piecing. So we came up with this grand idea that we would have these two projects that would speak to both of the trends that we're seeing, but also the moment in time. So slowing down, doing handwork, or doing a small project that felt like you could accomplish something.
Yes.
That's what you were talking about, that feeling of accomplishment.
Yes, I think we all have piles and piles of unfinished projects and big, ambitious quilts. And, we didn't need this to be that. We didn't need you to have one more pillow that needed to be finished, or quilt that needed to be bound, or something that needed a backing. We wanted a simple, sweet, one and done, you've got your finished project all in one little package. And so that's what our kit is this season.
Why don't you show yours first?
And so we have, I'm going to show the paper piecing, the foundation paper piecing. You will get a kit that can make either of these two ornaments. And I hope you can see, since we can't zoom in as much as we had thought. So we have a log cabin design and then a little tree design. And your kit will have your instructions. It will have the fabric charm squares to make the project. It will have the hoop for finishing, your template, everything that you need to make one of these little ornaments or gift tags or just little whatever you want this to be. You can hang it on your wall and call it a day and adorable. Everything to make one project is in the kit, and you will get one of two designs, or you can buy two kits and make both.
And we price them at $6, which to keep them really affordable. And you're welcome to buy more than one kit. If you want to make one for yourself and make one to give away, or send these to friends, I think this would be a nice little care package to send to a friend. And then we chose the colors. Hold them up again.
And
go ahead.
Here are the fabrics that will come. This was our fabric color story for Holiday 2020.
We wanted to be bright and cheery.
It needed to be fun. We need to have fun.
And we also liked the idea that if you do not celebrate Christmas, that you could use the blues and the whites and the pink to do something that was maybe a little less Christmassy.
Or if you just like pink and want everything
I think you might
pink.
be able to tell that maybe we like pink.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with pink.
And if you want to just use these as a jumping off point and substitute some of your own fabrics, everything can be customized. You can get really creative, and we love seeing that, which is why we've started a Facebook group for these projects. So you can keep in mind that we always love seeing what you guys come up with. And so if you wanted to join our Facebook group and share any of your holiday projects, whether it's this kit or something else you're working on, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, so if you go into the group section of Pennington Quilt Works, you'll find it. I think it's Make and Take 2020, and you just have to answer a question of which project or projects you're doing, and then you'll come into the group. And then the other thing we decided to do this year is we made instructional videos.
Yes, because we can't just send you with a kit and no real instructions. So we will be putting those on our Pennington Quilt Works YouTube channel. They'll be going live very shortly after this video, and they'll be available indefinitely. So whenever you get your kit, whether it takes a little while in the mail, those video instructions will always be available to you. And we'll also try to link them in emails or on our website just to make it super easy to find.
Yeah. And Liz you're very professional. Your videos are really nice.
I try.
Yeah, they're very, very good.
We've gotten a lot of practice.
There's a lot of things we learned in 2020 that we never thought we would know.
Yeah.
Like shooting videos. Well, did you know that before? No.
Not to this extent.
Yeah,
but
not to this extent.
It's been fun.
Yeah. So the other project then is the cross stitch project. I almost said English paper piecing because it's almost it rolls out by next year. So there are two projects. So I'm gonna give a little shout out to Liz here. So I said to Liz, I have this idea, and I want to do this little cross stitch. And we found this great little website. What is it called? Stitch Fiddle?
Fiddle Stitch?
Fiddle Stitch.
Fiddle Stitch or Stitch Fiddle?
So she sketched out, I wish we had your little drawings. We sketched out these really cute little drawings of the house and a gift. And
we had a few others that didn't quite.
So we played around a few times. So this is the gift, and this is really the simplest of the projects. It's just two colors. And we included enough threads.
So this is your kit.
So of the pink, red, dark blue, green, and yes, 4 of those colors. There's enough to do the body of the gift. And then of the light blue, you could do the bow. Show your cute little.
So here's another. We're hot off the needle.
Yeah.
I think I was finishing it as I walked in today.
Yeah. And so when she sent me her prototype. I was like, well, I like the bow a little bigger. I like this. And she would go in and remake it. And then I was stitching it. I said, oh, that's not quite going to work. So anyway, this is truly a collaborative effort. But Liz did a lot of the designing. you're very, yes, that's her strength.
You are directed.
Yes. So,
That's
and then this one, I just think is so, so cute. And you can see pictures. We'll post pictures also in that Facebook group. And then we'll also, I guess we can show the chart.
This is
So
your
we designed this
instructions, a
together.
little chart.
And so there's a little snow scene and the little tree and, of course, a pink door.
Of course.
And then, but you could modify this any way you like. You could change the color of the house. You could omit the wreath, omit the tree. We added a little bit of snowflakes.
You could add more snow.
You could add more snow. Yeah, we'd initially thought you could kind of do the snow all the way out to the side, but we decided we like the little like slick of snow.
You can see where it takes you.
Yeah. So anyway, so this was our other project, and I think it turned out super, super cute.
Yeah.
So in the kit, you will get the 14-inch Aida cloth, threads, a size 26 tapestry needle, as well as some ribbon to hang, and then 2 charts for either the house or the present, and then also some basic cross-stitch instructions. So if you want to make 2 of these, you do need 2 kits because you get a 7-inch piece of Aida cloth.
And 1 hoop.
And 1 hoop, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any questions. I don't see any yet. So should we talk about some of our other projects?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, I'll let you go first.
So, of course, while we're working on these little samples and kind of working out some of the kinks with the original designs, we're gathering all of the tools that we love for paper piecing, and we're finding other projects. We're like, ooh, that would be fun too. So we've kind of put together a collection, a curated collection of kind of must-have or nice-to-have tools, and then some extras in case you also get bit by the foundation paper piecing craze, or maybe this is your first project and you really want to try some more. So I'll start with, we have these really great foundation paper piecing template sheets, and I'll hold it up. It's a booklet. It's kind of like a pad of paper, but it has all of these pre-marked templates so that you can do a whole quilt out of these block styles, and it's all printed for you. You don't have to copy anything. You don't have to do any work. You just have to sew right on the paper that you peel off each time. And does it say how many you get?
I think it's
42 sheets for this little one. And the same, it comes in a larger size. And these are by Lori Holt. And so this is the economy quilt block. I hope you can see. And of course, they're on our website, and we can link to them. And then here's one. This one is a pineapple block, which if you've ever done a pineapple block without foundation paper pieces, it's really a nightmare if you even.
And I think we don't have it here, but we have another log cabin block.
And we have a few more of these kind of pre-printed templates. And if you are doing our project or you have another, we also have paper, so it's foundation paper that you can put right through your printer at home or a copy machine. So if you found something you really like and want to make a whole quilt, the foundation paper is really great. It's a little bit thinner than regular copy paper, so it is just meant to kind of go through your machine and work with the fabric a little bit better than copy paper. We have an instructional book by Alex Anderson that if you are not a visual learner, if you like having a written instruction, she gives some really great tips and a lot of inspiration for different foundation paper piecing in this. And then
no, I was going to say this is I think this is the classic, over 50,000 copies sold, and this is the new edition, updated edition of this book.
And then some tools that make it a lot easier. In my video, I use my seam roller. It's a Violet Craft wooden seam roller instead of an iron while I'm piecing all of the little pieces. And this, it looks like it's such a simple little whatever tool. It is life-changing for paper piecing. You will not have to run to your iron every time, and you get a really perfect seam. So this is a great tool to just kind of keep right next to your machine. The Add a Quarter ruler. is also really, really helpful. It has a little notch so that you can just butt it right up against your folded paper for trimming your quarter seam. So that's another great tool that's on our website. And then last but not least,
Oh, my favorite.
you've definitely seen this if you've taken any of Marisa's fussy cutting classes, but the Wafer Daylight Light Table. And this is phenomenal. It's super thin, super bright. You definitely want to get it with the cutting mat, and it just lets you see right through the papers, right through any fabric, and it makes paper piecing just so much smoother and easier, and it's one of those life-changing how did I sew without it.
How did I ever not have one of those?
Yeah.
And I leave mine set up all the time now next to my machine and pull it out, particularly with any fussy cutting that I'm doing. I find it really helpful.
Yeah, you'll find uses for it beyond just
many uses
these projects. So those are our suggestions for foundation paper piecing.
Yeah. Oh, Maggie also loves the seam roller. Maggie does a lot of foundation paper piecing.
Maggie does tiny, tiny piecing.
Yeah, lots of tiny piecing. Yes. So for the cross stitch project, I love gear. I'm a total gear gal, and I love all the little tools and gadgets. So one of the things I find really helpful in doing any sort of slow stitching these are flexible thimble sets, and I think of them more as needle pullers. So a needle will go through this. I wouldn't use it as a thimble to actually push the needle through the fabric, but it helps me grab the needle, and I have to use less energy, and it's a little easier on my hands. So one of the things if you do a lot of handwork is you can start getting cramping in your hands, and putting on this little silicone needle, this needle grabber makes a huge difference. So I love this little.
And they're cute.
They're cute. I mean, that's like so cute and tiny. Cute and tiny. And then this, if you've been in Pennington Quilt Works, I don't even know if you can see this. This is the cutest little needle threader, and it's a little ladybug. And when you push it up, the wire comes up for the needle threading, and a light comes on. And I found this to be really helpful, and it does work with floss. So it will work with threading your floss, because sometimes it's harder to find needles, specifically needle threaders. And then the other little thing I really love, these are all my little things. This is a needle nanny or a needle minder. You can't really even see it on here, but it's this teeny tiny little magnet, and I'll show you how it works, actually. So what you can do is put it on your work, just like this. And then when you're finished stitching, it magnetizes your needle right on. And this is great if you have to get up and take something out of the oven.
Your husband won't sit on it.
Right, which is...
Not that that's ever happened.
That may have been known to happen. So these are really cute, and I really always encourage people to do something like this, because you tend to lose your needle a lot, and it also means that you're then not putting any sort of marks in your work. The other thing, this one, I should have done this one first. So when I learned about this, and also Arlene, we literally jumped out of our seats.
I thought they were crazy. I had no idea what they were excited about.
Yeah. So this is a cross-stitch key, and it's $11, but it will allow you put this guide right up against the cloth, and it'll show you can count if it's 10, 14, what is this? 16, 18, 25, 28, or 32. It also has the corner guide here, as well as a key for how many strands of floss you need and what size needle you need. Because I actually type into Google how many strands of floss for 14 count, how many strands of floss for 10 count. So this is really helpful, and I don't know. It's like a great gear, and it's cute. It's so Emma. I mean, they always do such cute little projects. I think this is, yes, very cute. So this is the cross-stitch key. And then if you get caught by the cross-stitch bug, this is, again, from Lori Holt. It's so Emma. And this is finishes at 9.5 by 12.5 on 10 count. But I did my little ornament on 14 count and just pulled out this single little mug.
Super cute.
Here, super cute. This is a 3.5-inch hoop, which are the Kimberbell hoops that we have in the store, and they're available on the website.
So you can see it's just a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller.
Than the hoop that we're using.
And then the other thing I did is I used the Lori Holt Orifloss, which I feel like this is like a holy grail opening. Oh. So the Orifloss is a little softer floss, and you use typically an extra strand of thread with this. So I use 3 strands with 14 count. But her colors are just, I mean, they're so beautiful and so festive and fun. And then the other project, which is a larger project, is the bringing home the tree cross stitch, which is also very sweet.
Very sweet.
I keep having this dream. Well, actually, I only have drive station wagons, but my station wagon isn't red, but it does have a pink pinstripe.
It does.
Yeah, I have a pink pinstripe. So maybe that's why it spoke to me so much. Anyway, I think this is really, really cute. If you just want to make more of these projects, then we do carry Aida cloth that you can buy just for $6. You get 15 by 18-inch piece of Aida cloth, and then we put together a Cosmo Floss thread pack. I feel like I should be.
It has a few extra colors.
A few extra colors. We added in a teal, white, and black. So that if you want to make more of the little house, or you want to make more of the little gift. Was that everything? I think. Yeah. Was that it? And and your fat quarters.
Oh, and then for the foundation paper pieced ornaments, we put together a fat quarter pack of all of the fabrics we used, just in case you wanted to use your little block in a different kind of pattern, or you wanted some different color options or more. You will have in your kit enough to complete, if you're careful, both patterns, if you're really strategic.
If you're really, really careful. Yeah.
But very, very safely, you have plenty of fabric to complete one with any color combination you can come up with. But if you just want a little more wiggle room or just a little extra fabric, we have fat quarter packs of all of the fabrics we used in these projects.
So if you've watched any of these videos, you know that Liz and I, we're not competitive with each other. We just like to bling things up a little bit.
We do.
So Liz did her ornament in like a blue and the light blue, dark blue and light blue, which is very cute. And then, but then she added a little bling to one of her hoops.
So we really liked the pom-pom look.
They're so cute.
And these are also on the website.
On the website.
It's like $2.50 for a yard. And I don't know if you can see, we have some really fun colors.
So we have the chartreuse, the light pink.
They just happen to match.
They did. We didn't even plan that at all. So I did. So this is the one I did. And you can see I went as bright as feasibly possible.
As much pink.
As much pink as I could. And I added the this bright pink around the edge. And you can add it with a glue gun if you're glue gun savvy. But we used E6000 here. So if you've made any bags, you may have that. And we also have that in the store. But then because I love embroidery, I put a little embroidered heart.
You just
couldn't I couldn't not do it. It needed, and I have plans. Where's my is my other little tree around? I don't know. I think it's at home. So I made a little tree as well. Oh, I think it's over there. Well, it's over there somewhere. So you could embroider.
We have samples everywhere.
We have samples
literally
everywhere.
Taken over the classroom. For this project.
There are paper piece samples and trees all over here. But you could go in here and do some hand stitching. So if you get both kits and you have some extra thread left over, you could go in and
some
do
big,
some big stitch.
Some big quilting stitches around the edge would be really pretty.
So
some beads, if you have beads.
Beads would really be cute. So there are videos for how to make these on both of our there are videos for both of our projects that we're going to make live and post right after this.
Yes, we will put the links out in as many ways as we can.
Right. So, and you can go to our YouTube channel and you'll find it there.
Yes.
Again, we have the Make and Take group, and we'll put the videos there. And there's a basic video for cross stitching, and then in both of the videos, we talk about how to finish our hoops.
Yes.
Or if you want to talk about finishing
and so
briefly.
For the foundation paper piecing, there is a separate video for each design, just taking you through exactly how to kind of go through the process. And then, as you can see on the back of the hoop, we do go through how to kind of trim and glue and finish your hoop so that it's completely done, ready to hang, nothing to worry about.
And we use just Elmer's glue stick.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Don't use the tube. Don't use liquid. I found it to be a little messy. But just using the Elmer's glue stick was really very easy. And you can see here's the back of the cross stitch. And we cut it, again, you'll see it in the video, about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch around the back, and then just glue it into the back. If this bothers you, you could put a piece of felt on the back here. But you know, we've made it, and this shows your work. It shows what's on the inside, what's on the underneath.
I have to say, I'm not a hand sewer, I'm not a but after watching Marisa's tutorial video, I feel like this is the neatest back to any cross-stitch project
I've ever come up with. It's neater than mine. It's neater than mine. I'm kind of embarrassed. That's okay. I just need to clean it up a little bit. So again, all of these instructions are on our videos. So I wanted to let anybody see if we have any questions.
I think I saw something about the quilt behind us.
Okay.
Which we love this quilt, hence why we chose to bring it over. And it just happened to match all of our projects.
But why did it happen to match this?
Well, I was able to curate this kit. I had the joy of picking all of these beautiful fabrics. And this is the Kris Kringle quilt. It was featured in our Holiday Projects video. It's a 60-inch square quilt, and we have finishing kits with all of the fabrics and the binding available in the store and on our website. It's by Pen and Paper Patterns, I believe.
And Deb
super
made
fun.
it.
Deb, yes.
It's really nice, beautifully pieced, and it's really cute. Be super festive in your during the winter. It's going to be kind of dark and gray.
Yeah,
be really cute. Were there any other questions that we missed? Maggie, are you out there? I don't know if there was. I think Maggie's been answering questions.
Thank you, Maggie.
Yes, thank you, Maggie. So should I talk about my sweater?
I think you have to.
Okay. So this sweater, this is not my personal sweater, but it is the exact same sweater I had in the 80s. And last year, Lenny had her super cute, fun holiday sweater on, and I so admired it that I went home and searched eBay and was able to find it. And it only fits because in the 80s, everything was super baggy and very oversized, which this one is not now. But it is all hand knit, and it's 100% wool with intarsia and duplicate stitch. And
we turned the air conditioning way down.
The air conditioning is way down in here because it is very, very warm and itchy. But I'm going to add a few more little ornaments to it.
Mm-hmm. It is spectacular in person.
It really makes me very happy. So thanks for letting me wear it.
Of course.
Today. So I think if there aren't any other questions, we will close up for today and maybe have one of our ginger peach red velvet cupcakes for lunch.
And, post any questions or any pictures to the Facebook group. We'll definitely be in there to answer questions or to interact or help you find products if you're needing something. But yeah. Enjoy.
This has been really fun. We've really enjoyed working on this. And I do want to give a shout out, actually, before we leave, to everybody.
Yes.
Okay. So we want to thank Arlene for being patient with us for when we kept saying we needed to order more of something.
Arlene has ordered so many colors of floss so that we can find the right ones.
It's kind of amazing. Jan for being on board with our project and really encouraging us and giving us the feedback. Linny and Kim for cutting yards and yards
So
and
many
yards
hands.
of floss. I think that was a little bit of a nightmare, but they did it with a smile and
And wrap them up beautifully, so
yes,
you will
so
not
you will
have
have
anything
yes,
tangled.
yes. And then I want to give a shout out to Liz because all of the charts that you see and for the foundation paper piecing, she did all of that. And so I certainly, I couldn't have done this project without you and have it turn out so nice and picking out the color. So I had a lot of fun working on it.
And thank you for stitching up all these samples.
Yeah, well,
And sending me all the text. We need to make another change.
I know
We need to make another change. It doesn't
every time
work.
I send a text, I'm
So,
like, please don't hate me. I really like you, but we need to make another change. So anyway,
good quality control.
so there were a lot of people involved in making this project come
Yeah.
to life, and we hope you enjoy stitching it and making these things as we did, bringing them to you.
And hopefully holiday 2021, we'll be back together in our classroom working on projects
Yes.
all around our table.
Right.
But for
In the
now,
In the
virtual.
meantime, this is what we're doing.
Yep.
All right.
That's what it is.
That's it. Bye. Have a great day.